Good afternoon.
Hey, let me tell you.
Today is Tuesday, August 10th, approximately 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd like to call this Board of Bay County Commissioners meeting to order. Madam Clerk, if you'd take roll, please.
Commissioner Fox. Here. Begic.
Here.
Coonan.
Here.
Barrett.
Here.
Radke. Here. Johnson.
Here.
And Krieger.
Yes,
7 members present.
thank you. We'll stand for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance. And I'd like to have a moment of silence after the invocation for James Bolton. He was a former Bay County Personnel Director.
Almighty and eternal God, governor of all things in heaven and on earth, we ask that you will bless this county commission this day. We ask that you will lead and direct this board to work for this county, and that you grant them the knowledge and understanding of the needs for this community. In your holy name we ask this. Amen.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next, we have minutes from 7:13 and 7:20. Chair.
Move to approve.
Any questions on the minutes? That being said, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have citizens input. If there's anybody from the public that wish to address the board, seeing none, let's move into petitions and communications. We have Craig Barnt and Josh Klee from Pinconning that would like to give us a presentation. Gentlemen, welcome to Bay County.
We're in Bay County. Pinconning is in Bay County. You notice that sometimes that gets forgotten, but that's kind of what we're here to remind you about.
I'm glad to have you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, commissioners. Josh is the president of the Pinconning-Linwood Chamber of Commerce. I'm the treasurer, and for my sins, I'm also kind of in charge of the Pinconning Sesquicentennial, which is the reason we're here to talk to you today. In 1972, the Pinconning Chamber of Commerce held a centennial celebration, celebrating Pinconning's establishment in 1872 as basically the first village in northern Bay County. A little bit of history. At that time, funny enough, on Wikipedia, they've got a great map from 1871 or 2 of the first map of Bay County, which included what's now Aranac County. Pinconning Township extended all the way over to the west, included what is now Mount Forest, and Beaver Township and Colquhoun Township went north. There was no Fraser and there was no Garfield Township. So those areas basically comprise northern Bay County, which is what the Chamber of Commerce now considers our area. I think our bylaws established our area as matching that of the Pinconning Area School District. So we opened up the 1972 newspapers. My day job is the editor and publisher of the Pinconning Journal. And the first newspaper in 1972, the headline is Centennial Queen Named. They had a long celebration. They started in January with naming their queen. They went right through till a big celebration in July. What we plan, a group of us have been meeting since January of this year. We knew that this year was going to be a bust for our normal Cheesetown celebration, so we didn't waste our time and efforts doing any planning for that. We focused our attentions on 2022, when we can have a big celebration. We plan on having events every month of next year to celebrate the sesquicentennial of Pinconning, and our goal is to draw visitors to all northern Bay County. We want to include events that happen in all of those areas, all of those townships, under the umbrella of the sesquicentennial. We'll start in January with a sesquicentennial queen. We're hoping to get the centennial queen back to crown the sesquicentennial queen. She's still around.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that's January. In February, we're going to help sponsor we've got a Elvis impersonator coming to do a show that's going to benefit St. Michael's as a fundraiser for them. We're going to help sponsor that. We've got a couple other events. We've got some ideas for what we're going to do for March. Haven't nailed that down yet. In April, we'll have an Easter celebration, most likely in conjunction with St. John's Lutheran Church. In May, the folks from Studio 23 are probably going to come up and run a chalk walk for us right on Kaiser Street. June is going to be our big month. That's when our traditional Cheesetown Festival takes place on Father's Day weekend. We'll have our big parade. It's an election year, and I'm kind of thinking I'll see most of you up there walking in the parade. We'll see who else we can pull in from around the state and get a big event and draw some people in. We have our Cheesetown races, our 2 and 5 mile runs, looking at a few additional things to add into that. We plan a big carnival, lots of events that weekend. July, we're looking at a car show. August, community picnic, I think. September, the Pinconning High School currently does not have an athletic hall of fame. They would like to start one. What better time to have an athletic hall of fame opening group than on homecoming weekend? So we'll do a big homecoming celebration in conjunction with the school. Let's see, October's our pumpkin contest, giant pumpkin growing contest. November, I think we'll have Rob Little, our local national comedian from Pinconning. Although he just bought a house in Florida, he still claims Pinconning is home. He's going to come in and do a show for us. Then in December, we'll have a Christmas tree lighting, Santa come and visit, and we'll probably have a ugly sweater contest and Christmas tree or a Christmas light tour, some things like that. Our main reason for coming here today is to basically get you folks up to speed, let you know what we've got in mind, so that when we come back next year and say, we'd like some help with this, or we need some help over there, we need some help from this group or that group, we'd love to add in some events at the county park in Pinconning. Great facility that's, a huge draw to our area. We'd like to get them involved and have some type of event that includes them, if not there. And as I said, basically just give you folks the heads up, hey, this is what we have in mind. We had a meeting yesterday. We're planning a major radio advertising campaign that'll run all year long to draw people to the area. And we just want to make sure that we can make this work for, as we are the Chamber of Commerce, we need this to work for the businesses in Northern Bay County. We need to try and help these folks recover from the last 2 years of what we've all been through. So, anything to add, Josh?
No, you nailed it as usual.
This is our normal, I introduce Josh and then I don't shut up. So.
Let him go.
Does anybody have any questions for us? Is there anything that you'd like to hear more of?
Mr. Barnt.
I don't have a question, but I want to compliment you and Josh and say that in addition to your other advertising and the publication of the Great Pinconning Journal and all the coverage you'll be getting, Nick, if you could help us on Bay County TV, we have about 7,000 views typically on Bay County TV, and we'll be happy to highlight each and every one of those months' events.
Okay, that'll be great. Well, our intention is to create a specific website for the sesquicentennial, and that'll be our advertising focus, really. You can't list a year-long, series of events on a 30-second radio spot, but you can certainly say, hey, go to penny150.com and see our full schedule of events for the coming year.
Perfect.
And here's what we've got going this week. So that'll be greatly appreciated.
Commissioner Fox had a question.
Yeah, well, first of all, to say that I'm excited to be a part of this, I'm very excited. And tell the group, which you haven't shared yet, some of the things, your fundraising efforts and how they could possibly help.
Yes. We're holding a raffle right now to raise funds for next year. Our top ticket salesperson is sitting right over there. You might guess which seat. She took a big stack of tickets and went to a family reunion and basically said, give me $20 and I'll give you some tickets.
That's kind of how that worked. It was not negotiable.
I've dealt with politicians before. I know how that works.
Can't say no.
We're running a raffle. One of our big supporters and a member of the committee that's been planning everything is Frank Cloutier from the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe. So we definitely have their support, even though they're not in Bay County. They are a major employer in the area, and as really the only major hotel in the area, they benefit from what we do. So
The golf
our
outing.
top prize.
Golf outing, don't forget.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
She has a tendency to jump out in front.
Yeah. I've dealt with politicians before. I
There you
know
go.
that works.
Nothing to do with that, it's just me.
Nothing like
It's just
Commissioner
me.
Fox.
That's good, that's good. Our top prize is the typical weekend getaway at over at Mount Pleasant at the Soaring Eagle with concert tickets, pair of concert tickets and a hotel stay, and I don't remember, I think you get dinner and a whole bunch of stuff. We've got a hard side Yeti cooler, we've got a soft side Yeti cooler, we've got $200 meat bundle, we've got some really unique stuff. One thing that you folks I'm sure will be interested in, we're gonna get two original works of art from your former commission chair.
Mike Durancheck.
Is gonna give us two I believe they're carvings. Did he say what he's gonna give us?
He asked if I was interested in pieces of artwork, and I said yes.
So we're gonna get a couple Durancheck originals. We've got some original custom jewelry from one of our local artists who goes under the name Shooter Girl Jewelry. They are made from ammunition. Quite unique, quite interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. So lots of great prizes. Tickets are 3 for $20. See the lady over there who will be pressing you to buy more tickets. We're also having a golf outing. I would go on a limb and say more than a couple of you play golf. Our golf outing's October 9th up at Green Hills. Call them to get your name or your team on the list. Quite reasonable. I think we've got a hole sponsor for 14 of the holes. All right, well, actually, I take that back. We have hole sponsors for 17 holes and hole challenges for 14 of them. Get a hole in one on the 16th, you get a brand new Ford Bronco, $40,000 from our new Ford dealer, Burt Watson Ford. So, and that's not a lease, that's you own it. So pretty good deal there.
Yeah.
So that's what we've started this year. We plan on raising funds. Our raffle drawing will be the following week at our Pumpkin Festival. Good shot at selling a few raffle tickets to drunken golfers as our goal. So we'll have that coming up, earn some money, and then we will be, as we nail down all of our specific events, looking for corporate sponsorship for all of those as well. So, did I miss
Nice work,
anything?
you did great.
Thank you. She got the one-on-one presentation with a lot more detail, I think.
I did. I went to meet my friends at the Chamber of Commerce and spent 2 hours with Craig and somehow managed to walk away with 60 raffle tickets. Yeah, he's a great salesman right there.
And she, like 2 weeks later, a week and a half later, she brought those 60 stubs back and the cash and took more. So she's on her second load of tickets.
Keep
So
going.
thank you very much. And
Thank you, gentlemen.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Greg. Jeff.
All right, moving right along, we have a couple reappointments from Chief Judge Don Klida, Brian Cutshell and Patricia Birdsall. It's 2 6-year terms each. A motion to receive
So moved.
Support.
and appoint, correct. So we have a motion, we have support. All those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move into reports and resolutions of the committee. We have Ways and Means with Commissioner Paz.
All right, resolution number 2021-121, engagement letter with Huntington Bank to refinance bonds at the water treatment plant. I move this resolution.
Support. Discussion. None? Whoop, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I know, I was really happy to see something like this. I know the people out in Hampton Township, Terry Close, Fran DeWise, and Donna Saman have all, they've been doing refinancing of several of their bonds and been able to recoup some pretty significant savings for the people out there.
Yep. Anyone else? That being said, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-122, the agreement with the Pinconning Downtown Development Authority Board regarding the Pinconning Community Center. I move this resolution.
Discussion. With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-123, the 2021-2022 Child Care Fund Plan and Budget for Probate Court. I move this resolution. Support.
Discussion. With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-124, the fiscal year-end 2022 Traffic Enforcement Grant. I move this resolution.
Support.
Discussion. With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-125, the fiscal, what is that? Hold on. 2021 Memorial Justice Assistant Grant. I move this resolution.
Support.
Discussion. With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-126, the amendment to the Viva Trust Agreement to update the Viva Board composition. I move this resolution.
Support.
Any discussion? With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-127, the 2020 Homeland Security Grant Program sub-recipient funding agreement with the City of Midland. I move this resolution. Support.
Discussion. Commissioner Johnson.
Just for me, when I was reading through this earlier, it just came to mind another situation where Midland Bay and Saginaw have a community of interest. Right now, I know you know that they're working on redistricting at this point.
Yep.
And one of the biggest things that I think the first thing they have to decide on by the end of this week is they're still taking comments and ideas from people, but they settle on the Senate for the state and that redistricting. They're going to close the comments for that on this Friday. So it would be great if the Tri-Cities, as they're spoken about and as they have all of these natural connections, could find their way into being in that same particular group so that they could be represented appropriately. But it popped into my head when looking this over today that that's coming to an end. So if anybody has
Great
interest,
reminder.
might want to go ahead and put your ideas in.
Very good. Anyone else? That being said, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution number 2021-128, the 2022 Medicare Advantage renewal for retirees. I move this resolution.
Support.
Commissioner Coonan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Ways and Means, I asked if we could get the Brown Group in here maybe and give us an overview of healthcare in particular, and maybe in this case, the retiree healthcare as well. I think it's a good opportunity for people to have a refresher on that.
I did reach out to Brown & Brown, and they are planning to come to the October Ways and Means to do a presentation. She wasn't available in September.
All right, thank you.
Very good.
Can I ask you something? I wanted
Go ahead, Commissioner
to
Johnson.
yesterday, but I ended up in a 48-hour move of my son to East Lansing, and it was supposed to be 24 hours, so I didn't get a chance to call you yesterday. But I was just curious, the drop in 5%, was there, it says there's no change in the plan coverage, right? I mean, any idea like what precipitated that? Because
It's generally based on the claims experience. So if the previous year's claims experience are moving in a positive way, which is more of negative cost, but then we see those price decreases.
So just fewer claims this particular year. Thank you.
Anyone else? That being said, all those in favor, signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And
I think I supported that, yeah.
Thank you.
Kim.
In resolution number 2021-129, approve general fund payables, I move that resolution.
Support.
Discussion. With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And the work is done.
Thank you, Commissioner Fox. I'd like to back up a second and have a motion to receive the report on the Pinconning presentation.
Oh, so moved.
Support.
Any discussion on it? With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll come in Personnel and Human Services. It looks like, Mr. Johnson, you got a pass this week.
We did all of our work previously.
Yes, we did.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's move into Board of Commissioners. That would be Kim Coonan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Resolution 2021-130, reports of the county executive. I move this resolution.
Support.
Any discussion? With none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Let's move into County Exec, Mr. Barsha.
Mr. Chairman, I have nothing to announce.
No. Very nice, very nice. Anything from Craig?
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much, Tom. Good. Appreciate it.
Wow. We're going to write this down, Cindy.
I am, I'm writing fast.
Very good. Then let's move into any unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business? Any new business? Anything under miscellaneous?
That me?
That's you.
Mr. Johnson, your comments, your thoughts relative to comments and ideas to redistricting,
Yes.
got an opportunity for you, for anyone that's interested. Thursday at noon, the Pinconning Rotary is having a presentation from, on the work of the State Commission for the redistricting, and they have asked that I invite anyone to attend, particularly elected officials, but it's Thursday at noon at the gazebo at Pinconning Park. If anyone can attend that meeting and listen to that presentation, that would be great.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Commissioner Begic.
Yes, I had the opportunity this afternoon to tour the MBS airport. They spoke highly of you, of course, Mr. Canders. So it was interesting, we got to drive out on the runways and look at the shape they're gonna repair for one runway. They've got some contracts out for that, and also toured the TSA facility and talked a little bit about the unruly passengers they've been having lately, and they're trying to limit that to some of the challenges in the airports. Trying to limit the alcohol use on some of the planes because of that, or not at all. So we toured all the back areas, all the baggage handling areas, and quite interesting. So.
Yeah, we've come a long ways from the original MBS to where we are today with the new terminal. I mean, it's quite impressive. Good. Anyone else under announcements? We do have some appointments. In October, we have a Land Bank Authority. It's one at large, 3-year term. We also have the Department of Health and Human Services Board of Directors, which is another 3-year term. And then we have Board of Canvassers, 2 4-year terms expiring. That is normally put in by the Democrats and Republicans. In November, we have a Building Authority, 2 6-year terms expiring. December, we have Veterans Affairs Committee, Troy Stewart and Vaughn Begic, which is a 2-year term that's expiring. We also have Department on Aging Advisory Committee, 4 2-year terms, and that would be in districts 1, 3, 5, and 7. So you have time to find somebody to help them on that advisory board. And then I'll come to Ms. Johnson. Is there any need for a closed session?
There is not, Mr. Chair.
Very good. That being said, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
All those in favor, signal by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. We are adjourned.